Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who likes to get it done through the air. The Browns are top 10 in pass yards, going up against the Jags secondary that could be in for a long day. With that, let's get you off to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Now Bortles, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. And for this offensive unit that we'll see here in just a second, T.J. Yeldon is certainly someone to mention.
Came out of Alabama with a lot of attention, but earned it. This guy is better and better at a lighter weight. Shifty back who can finish with power.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. So they're on that play offensively. They were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. Bortles now on third and goal. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. First carry for the fullback, Aaron Ripkowski. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
And for Jacksonville, their defensive starters, the youngster, the rookie out of UCLA, Miles Jack, a guy to watch.
You have to watch him because he can make a big play from just about anywhere on the field. Top 5 talent. Ends up going number 36 because of a knee injury his last year at UCLA. They'll use him all over the place for matchup situations, and he will wreak havoc.
A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is fielded at the 7. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted them to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Bortles now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Bortles will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a good gain. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their big-bodied receiver. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people... I think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to cut it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now T.J. Yeldon, they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Yeldon, the lone running back. On play action, now Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. But that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket, but that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Coleman has it here right side. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They begin with a run by Yeldon. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Bortles looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. No gain at all on the play there. That brings up 4th.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Now, that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now, if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. It sticks in his pocket.
I think the latter. because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Bud Dupree in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On second down, here's Yeldon, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing his Bortles on third down. Throwing right, and that's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And his guy. Are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 19. And the Jags are going to have a first down. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I'll give him points for standing in there and making the throw, but I got to take those points away because he threw into double coverage.
Yeah, you took the pop, you're right, but that's one maybe you just take the sack.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And most quarterbacks don't want to eat the ball. They want to try and make a play downfield. But I think your point is spot on. Take the sack. Don't force it into coverage. He was fortunate, didn't get intercepted.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. Surveying the field, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. First thrown out for the backup, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
In every game, teams are looking for that momentum shift, and that run there, the offense feels like, hey, maybe we can get something going, but
that's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Their big-bodied receiver with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Not only touchdown number 2 for him, but a big run to boot. However, still trailing.
Still trailing, but not because of his efforts. Well, he's playing really well, and I love his long speed there, right? Able to get out there and burst all the way to the end zone. And smart enough to keep the ball in his hands and get into the end zone for the touchdown. In 2016, on all levels of football, we're seeing guys drop it before the goal line. What's the rule, Brandon? Run into the goal post.
That's right.
Before you drop the ball.
That.
There you go.
Here we go now.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We just saw nuggets that without the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the Browns getting set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now it's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Bortles now on 1st down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
2nd down, and the offense needing 5 yards. Now this time Rodgers will throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sharif Floyd in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And the protecting here on third down after that sack. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Here's Brad Nortman now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Bortles. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out on the field. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down now after the pass completion. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. A first down carry here for Johnson. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Rodgers looking to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd down and 3. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
And quickly they get to the line. Back to throw, Bortles. Finding time. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Bortles got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Browns, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Pittsburgh Steelers come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.